Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So now let us continue the topic modal verbs. In this video, let us learn about shall. There are so many uses of shall. Let's see all the uses one by one. The first use of shall is it is used to tell about future actions. In future tense, we use this shall. Shall is used for I and we pronouns. Shall is used for I and we. I shall, we shall. So generally to avoid saying shall all the time or using this shall in spoken English, we use the contraction form of shall. Like this, I apostrophe ll or we apostrophe ll. So in this way we use contractions of shall when we are using with I and we. So first let us see the first use of shall. It is used for future actions. For example, I shall go to movie tomorrow. So that is the action which will happen in the future. Like this you can use many examples. You can frame so many sentences. Whatever actions that you will do in the future, all those examples come under this future actions. I shall go to school tomorrow, or here I am using contractions. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll complete my homework tomorrow. So all these are future actions. That is the first use of shall. And the next use of shall is promise. To promise someone. You are giving a promise to someone. At that time we use this shall. For example, I shall give you a gift. If you listen to me, I shall give you a gift. So you are promising someone here. To give a promise, we use shall. And next use of shall is decision. You have decided to do something. At that time we can use this shall. For example, I shall take up a new job. So that is your decision. You have decided to leave the current job and you want to take up a new job. So that is your decision. Or for example, after your SSC, you are going to intermediate and you would like to take some courses. And maybe you want to take BPC. I shall take BPC in my intermediate. That is your decision. So to express that, we can use this shall. And the next use of shall is to express opinion and will of the person. So what is the opinion? And that is my will. That is will of the person. Here observe, here will is not helping verb. It's not an auxiliary verb or modal verb. Here will is your opinion. Will means opinion. That is my opinion, my will. I am willing to do something. So at that time we use this shall. For example, shall I lift the call? You are getting a call. So you are asking for the opinion of the person. Shall I lift the call? Shall I open the door? Someone is knocking the door. So you want to ask the other person's will to open the door. So at that time we use this shall. And the other use of shall is advice or suggestion. Here we have example. Shall I buy this dress? Shall I buy this pen? So for taking advice or suggestion from someone, you can use this shall. Or shall I buy this dress here? So here we are using this shall at the beginning of the sentence. So here we have to use this question mark. Actually it's in the form of a question, but you are taking advice or suggestion from someone. So this is all about shall. Now let us learn about will. Will is a future verb and this future verb is used for the pronouns you, he, she, it and they. And one more use of will is to express intention. For example, I will drop you at home. Here if you observe, actually shall is used for I, but we have used will for I. So when we are using this will, it indicates that you are willing to do something on your own interest. So that is called intention. I will drop you at home, or I will help you. I will help you to carry your books. So you are expressing your intention in helping someone. I will help you. You don't worry. So that is the use of will. And the next use of will is invitation. You are inviting someone or you are showing your respect to someone. Let's say you have guests at your home, and generally when guests arrive, what we ask, would you like to have some water? In the same way, we can also use this will. Will you have some water, or will you have some tea? Will you have a tea, coffee? So for that invitation, we use this will. And one more use of will is request. You are requesting someone, or for example, will you accept my mistake? So you are requesting someone. And one more example, will you lend me some money? You are asking some money. You are asking a favor of something. You are expecting some favor from someone. So there you have to request. If you want them to help you, definitely you should request. If you order, no one is going to help you, definitely. So here we use this will to express request. So these are the uses of will. The next modal verbs we have with us are should and would. Now let us learn about should. The main use of should is to express duty or obligation. For example, all the children should obey their parents. All the students should wear uniform tomorrow. All the students should come to school early. One should obey, one should keep up one's promises. So like this, we use this should to express duty or obligation. And one more example, we can say we should pay our taxes. That is our duty. For that we use should. And next modal verb is would. The main use of would is it is used to express past habit. In the olden days, in my past time, that was my habit. Or if you have friends, that was my friend's habit. She would do like that. She would always read the books. She would always go to library. She would get first rank. She would always watch movies continuously. So that was a past habit. And next use of would is polite form of want. Let's say you are writing a leave letter. In that leave letter, generally you mention, I would take leave for 2 days or something. So you cannot say, I want leave for 2 days. That is completely informal. In the place of that, want, we can use would to express polite request. I would like to take, or I would take 2 days leave. That is a use of would. And one more use of would is it is used to express permission or request. You are taking a request. In the previous video we have seen the use of will. Will is used to request someone. Will you lend me some money? So in the place of that will, we can use would to express more politeness. Would you lend me some money, or would you give me your book? So in that way we can use this would. So that is all about should and would. Should is used to express duty or obligation, and would is used to express past habit, and also it is used as polite form of want. Now let us learn about the modal verbs must, ought to, used to. What are the uses of these modal verbs? Now let us learn in this video. Must is used to express necessity or compulsion. For example, you must go to school, you must get up early, I must pay my taxes, or I must complete my project, you must submit your projects tomorrow. So all these examples express necessity. Compulsory, you have to do that act at any cost. That is the use of must. What is the use of must? It expresses necessity and compulsion. Compulsory, you have to complete the task at any cost. That is the use of must. And the next modal verb is ought to. The use of ought to is moral obligation. For example, we ought to love our parents, or you ought to help needy. And the next modal verb is used to. The use of this used to is a discontinued habit. What do you mean by this discontinued habit? Which means in the past you had a habit, but now in the present you don't have that habit. You are not doing that job anyways. In the olden days or in the past times, you used to do that. For example, I used to live at this home, but now you don't live at that place. In the past, in the olden days, you used to live at that place. I used to bunk the classes, or I used to walk daily. So like this, you can take number of examples of your past habits, but now you are not doing that actions. Now you don't have that habit. In the past time you had that, and that habit is discontinued completely. So at that point of time we can use this modal verb used to. I think it's clear to everyone. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.